Pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
With Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Aristotle, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Thunder out in Oklahoma City. And for Oklahoma City, prior to the game, Coach commented on their level of confidence in the locker room, and he feels that they are prepared with a very strong game plan at the various matchups. And one of the guys we'll see tonight, Victor Oladipo. He has split time as both a starter and coming off the bench, sixth man. Which role do you think you like him in better?
I like him starting. I think he's one of the top 5 players on that team. I like guys getting off to a great start. With his scoring and explosiveness, he can put up big points in a hurry. So I would say put him in the starting lineup, let him start from the door.
But there's some value, certainly, Kenny, in bringing an energy guy like that who can maybe change the pace of the game off the bench.
Well, he doesn't have to change the pace if he's creating the pace when he's starting.
Good point, Kenny. And not only that, he has the ability to play either of the backcourt position. That makes him very, very versatile. He can also be part of several different lineups. I played with Scott Skiles. He's very enigmatic when it comes to his coaching.
No question. Enigmatic.
Yeah. You just wanted to say that word.
I don't even know what it means, but it sounded
You
nice.
just wanted to say it, and it sounds like something a doctor would say. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday afternoon presentation of NBA basketball right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us, and from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. We've got a Western Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this Oklahoma City crowd wants some love from their Thunder. And these teams both look to get out and run at every opportunity.
Oh, that's right. They're fast breaking that open court basketball. Very much in favor in today's game. I mean, it's fun to watch for the fans, too. Plenty of highlights.
So fun. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Green is out there with Pachulia, and it's Durant in at the small forward position. Now here's Westbrook, and he starts out with the miss in this one. Out to the right wing. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Curry's got the first basket of the game for the Warriors. Westbrook kicks to Ilyasova. They set the screen. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
Man, fantastic chemistry on that play. You have to admire the unselfishness.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Green with the ball. Clock at 6. Durant at the elbow. Shoots from 12. And he connects with the jumper.
And even with the defense swarming him, I mean, Durant still can drop in the jump shot. That right there is what makes him one of the best in the game.
Now here's Westbrook. Here's Roberson. Drills it from outside.
Oh,
good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Billy Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. I asked him about the challenge of this team, and he said those guys are really aware. They don't take bad shots or make mental errors. And that puts a lot of pressure on us to be just as efficient as they are. We must value our possessions and match them shot for shot. Kevin?
Okay, Dave, thanks. Well, guys, it really makes sense to have their defense poised to deal with the great shooters on the floor tonight.
It really does. If they can't keep the damage done by those guys to a minimum, then it's going to be a long night.
And if something isn't initially working on defense, don't just stay in that rut. Be willing to think outside the box to find a solution. And they've taken 4 shots and made all of them. Terrific way to start off this one.
We knew that Clay is one of the most explosive scorers in the game. That much was clear, Chris, when he put up his record-setting 37 points in the quarter.
And attention to all defenders. With Clay, it doesn't matter what you do if he is in that zone. He is tall enough not to be bothered by the hands in his face and can just drill a shot from anywhere. That's why he's in danger to put up 20 or more points in a quarter every time he takes the floor, just like his other splash brother.
And it's Westbrook missing. Warriors leading by 3. Thompson outside. Green with a screen for Thompson. Another 3 for Golden State.
Oh, and an NBA three-point contest champion. Clay, obviously one of the best deep shooters in the game.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Screen by Adams. Adams with the screen on Curry. Ilyasova sets a screen for Westbrook. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Westbrook's got himself on the board with 3 there. Outside Durant. The 3. And Westbrook pulls it down. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The tray. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Oh, that's just poor defense. Matching up in transition left the good shooter wide open.
Outside Green. Curry setting the pick for Green. Durant for 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. The Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Different look here for the Warriors. West is checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. Clark, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. There's a screen by Cantor. Morrow, the pass to Singler. Here's Collison. It's rebounded by West.
That's just an outstanding job by the D there to get in his way without fouling and changing the direction of that shot.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
That's just a real lack of physicality in the post there. No reason at all that they should have gotten the rebound off that miss.
Now here's Livingston. 6 on the shot clock. That one falls. Livingston's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Payne. And there's the feed to Collison. West with the steal. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And here's Green outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now here's Payne. Pass to Canner. Just 3 on the clock. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. And Cantor drops them both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Warriors ahead, up 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much 18 years of being rookie. That's pretty much all it is, and people just beat you up for no reason.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, I'd say it might have toughened him up a little bit, that's for sure. Wow, 18? That is mind-boggling.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
It's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
And you have to give some credit to the play calling, getting the ball to guys in spots where they can really do something with it.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Iguodala out there with Durant. Then there's Ian Clark. Then there's West. And it's Livingston in at the point guard position. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Payne. Payne's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Oklahoma City.
And it became clear early on in that 2015-16 season that the Warriors were going to be special. Everyone knew that they were going to be atop the standings all year, but you had to start viewing them in a historical context shortly into the season. Even with all the talk and the pressure, they still kept their composure to win 73 games.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, there's no doubt that the Splash Brothers are the most dangerous backcourt in the NBA. Steph Curry is the MVP, but he said of Klay Thompson, "I love playing with him." How much better he's gotten since day one is kind of scary. He's such a great two-way player, and he isn't anywhere close to hitting his ceiling. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. They're one heck of a tag team. And it's the Warriors with the ball, following Kyle Singler's 3. And Chris, with the Warriors and all this historical context talk, inevitably, they were compared to the team whose record they were chasing, the 96 Bulls.
Well, yeah, I don't get caught up in that argument. It's so hard to compare teams from today to teams that played 2 or 3 decades ago. I had to play against the 96 Bulls, but I tell you what, players were different, the rules were different, the style of game was different. It's really hard to say who would win.
No good from Durant.
Nah, he's really had a rough quarter on the offensive side of the floor.
Payne in the post. He's covered by Livingston. Collison kicks to Cantor. Pulls up on the wing. Offensive rebound. Another shot, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Chris, you're a Detroit product through and through. Grew up in the area and played for the University of Michigan. Did growing up in Detroit impact at all how you played the game?
Oh, man, definitely. You know, growing up on the west side of Detroit, I just, you know, everybody in Detroit were Pistons fans. So, number one, that influenced me a big time. It's funny, Isaiah was my favorite player, and after he won the MVP a couple of times, he would always say, "Hi, Mom. Hey, Mom. Hi, Mom." So that's why after every game, I actually did it and was influenced that way. And Chuck Daly, he was a mentor to me. He knew me in high school, but as I grew older, his relationship meant a lot to me. So I can't thank, you know, Isaiah and Rick Mahorn. You know, I met those guys in high school. I can't thank them enough for their positive influence on me. Guys like John Sally and of course, Joe Dumars. So played for other teams, but as a fan, I always grew up a Pistons fan.
Like that. Now here's Curry. Back to Pachulia. It's stolen by Adams. And Oladipo kicks to Ilyasova. Inside. It's tipped. Outside Durant. And he overshot that one, missing.
Now, he doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
Oh! And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just cannot quantify.
Well, I'm going to quantify something right now, Greg. This is a close game, and that was something special. Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Here's Thompson, following the score by Oklahoma City. Hands it from downtown.
Oh, such a monster. I mean, just such a smooth operator in the pick and roll. Clay times his move perfect.
Curry against Westbrook. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Thompson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Well, many have wondered if Klay Thompson would be happy being the second option on offense. He's a great enough shooter and scorer to be the first option on most other teams. He's a team player and says he's happy with his role and prefers winning over stats.
Roberson, he's checked in for Kyle Singler. And Golden State also making a change. Green's checked in. And it's tied up with that one. And many players will say they prefer winning over being the man, but Klay backs it up. He knows that Curry is perhaps the best shooter ever. And Chris, Klay compliments him perfectly.
Well, that's not the easiest thing to do as an NBA player. Defer to someone when you know you're just as great. Klay has been the epitome of a teammate and has been a great second option on offense. He still gets plenty of recognition when he goes off on one of his sick hot streaks, though.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Oh, probably isn't a better catch-and-shoot player in the game. Steph right on time once again.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 8. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Every year, they'll always put out an NBA survey of who is the toughest to guard. No surprise, the Russell Westbrook is almost always at the top of the list in those surveys. He just, Greg, strikes fear in opposing defenders.
And Kevin, it's a result of several factors in terms of why he tops that list. He has the game and the body to punish you for all 4 quarters, and he never lets up in his intensity. And also a knack for putting players who are caught sleeping on posters. It is both physically and mentally draining guarding a guy like Westbrook.
Second free throw, no good.
And Kevin, what's remarkable to me about Westbrook is that as much as he is used in the offensive game plan, I mean, this is a guy that is the focal point in terms of how they're going to play. That's a tremendous amount of pressure on a player, no matter how talented he is.
Now, here's Oladipo. He feeds it to Westbrook, to the inside, Adams. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Adams has got his first points of the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And here is Curry. Green, the screen. Thompson for the triple. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Thunder lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Billy Donovan. Coach, it's been back and forth in the first half. What's it going to come down to?
Well, obviously it's close. We know we're playing against a great team, so we just got to keep grinding and keep playing.
We'll see how it turns out, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny Smith, right there. And Shaquille O'Neal, he's right there. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. In the second quarter, they erased what had been a fairly big deficit at one point, and now here they are sitting on a 1-point halftime lead. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
They did some good things, but not enough. They need to start being more assertive. Go harder to the rim. Generate some free throw opportunities at the very least. Do something.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
He's taking his time, not forcing anything, just getting his points within the flow of the offense.
And with the NBA game changing rapidly, Chris, the tactics have to change with it. When you look at all the NBA coaches, is there one who stands above the rest who is very good strategic?
Well, you just have to love Greg Popovich. I mean, because you've seen him adapt to the game. He was known for a half-court team when he had the Twin Towers, a slow-down pace, and he got some guards that could take it and shoot the three, and he sped the game up. And that's what you like to see, someone that uses all the rules and strategy of the game.
Yes.
And doesn't just become hardened in one way and playing. And I think his versatility just shows how great of a coach he is.
Well said. Westbrook and Oladipo, the athletic backcourt duo. Andre Robertson out there with Ilyasova. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. The Thunder have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And that one misses. Warriors trail by 3. From about 16, and there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Green. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
Always keeping his head up. Draymond rarely misses the open man.
Now, here's Oladipo. Pass to Ilyasova. Back to Oladipo. Here's the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Robertson. Misses the 3. Golden State's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. And that one's good. Durant.
And when Durant is looking to score off the catch like that, there isn't a lot you can do as a defender.
Outside Westbrook. With some arc. No good that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Durant kicks to Thompson. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 4 assists in the game.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Well, one thing about Draymond Green, he isn't very bashful when it comes to sharing what's on his mind.
And Draymond knows what he's about and can back up everything he says. The team doesn't mind when he'll...
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, we've seen the Warriors become a powerhouse franchise, but sometimes great teams can overlook opponents. Coach Kerr takes a cue from Greg Popovich and talks about what he calls appropriate fear. Draymond Green explained, you're not going to be scared or back down from anyone, but have appropriate fear, which just means respect them. Respect that they can beat you. Kevin?
And Clark, going back to the Pacers offense, how do they make that improvement?
Well, you know, we saw it back in the finals, Kevin. Great passing is the key to outstanding offense, whether it's bringing in more playmaking or making it a focus. They've got to find a way to get the ball moving, and I really think it comes back to guys being willing to get rid of the ball quickly and know that it'll find them if they get open again.
There's a screen. Payne kicks to Cantor. He sinks the 11-footer. Cantor's got 6. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Livingston kicks to Durant. Back to Livingston. The Thunder pull it in. Cantor's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Passes it to Morrow. He dishes it to Collison. Kicks to Cantor. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on David West.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Roberson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Warriors also making a change. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Kevin Durant. That's good from Cantor. And the Thunder from 2011 to 2014 made the Western Conference Finals twice, as well as the NBA Finals, while still one of the youngest teams in the league. They had, Greg, all the makings of a dynasty.
You felt like they were destined to win a championship and maybe multiple ones. Now you're not so sure. It's a tough business, and being very good often isn't good enough.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Robertson dishes to Cantor. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And the precision lead pass by a highly skilled playmaker.
Chris, who was your toughest matchup when you were playing? For either the offensive or defensive side of things?
Oh, there was tough matchups every night. I remember a couple of seasons I really had fun playing for Sacramento when just in the West Coast, on a nightly basis, the power forwards were Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Rasheed Wallace, Brian Grant, and all these guys were in their prime. So I just remember having to be prepared every night. And, in the league, there are no tough opponents because it's tough.
Yes. Period.
You can't sleep on anybody in this league.
Well said. Stolen by Cantor. Singler passes to Cantor. Here's Payne. 1:03 left here in the third quarter. 5 on the clock. Roberson off target from outside. Warriors trail by 5. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. This is to Clark. To halt the run. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists tonight. We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. Count that bucket.
That's an aggressive approach to the rack, but still he calmly floated it in.
Iguodala outside. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Iguodala's got his first points of the night. The dish to Cantor. To the inside. Banked in off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Kyle Singler.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Green left side. Fades and shoots. Again, Golden State.
And that's just another way Green can beat you. He has a reliable mid-range jump shot.
Three-pointer. No good on that last second attempt there. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. It's the Thunder. They lead by a bucket. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
We got to now start to anchor down defensively right now, trust each other, and trust the loads. It's not just one-on-one defense, it's together.
A little help from your friends. This is what Billy wants. He wants a lot of communication, wants teamwork. And guys, you were talking during that break. Do you think his team is listening?
You know, you also have to credit the other team. I always say, you know, they get checks on the 1st and 15th also. I mean, the offensive play calling is having an effect, and let's just see how they respond.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. The incredible shooting pair of Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. Pachulia is out there at Draymond Green, and it's Durant in at the three-side. And there's the call on Pachulia. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
The Thunder leading by 4. Oladipo outside. Cantor dishes to Westbrook. Westbrook double team. Green with the block.
And good anticipation by Draymond. I mean, he always gets in position for these clean swats like this one.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And for Kevin Durant, guys, when he left Oklahoma City to join the Warriors, he knew he'd face a backlash. I mean, fans in Oklahoma City, some felt betrayed. Critics who said he took the easy way out. But in the end, he went with his gut. He decided to face that criticism and go outside his comfort zone and his safe haven, if you will, in OKC.
Good on the second free throw. And for Durant, his choice to join the Warriors, Greg, seemed to be about winning, but also about the culture that they have developed out there.
Yeah, I mean, the Thunder had often been criticized for the way their offense would at times break down into quote-unquote hero ball, but the Warriors play an unselfish style. Players who love to pass the ball and who can also get along great off the court. I think that was a huge part of what attracted KD to the Warriors.
They came close there to tying it up. Oh, you just hate to miss out on those kinds of opportunities, especially coming down the stretch.
Now, here's Westbrook, Singler, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists now tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Kevin Durant. Now Oladipo. There's a screen by Cantor. Oladipo, good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Curry against Westbrook. Thompson for three. Sinks the triple. Thompson's got 21 in the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And Oladipo kicks to Cantor. Curry against Westbrook. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Pachulia's got his 6th rebound on the night to take the lead. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Thompson. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
He is a dangerous outside shooter, and if you leave him open, he can bury them consistently.
Oladipo, the pass to Westbrook. Cantor kicks to Singler. Ilyasova, a screen on Durant. Singler dishes to Westbrook. Good on the baseline jam. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Now, here's Green. Shoots off the screen. No good from Durant.
Oh, really surprised he clanked that. He makes those on the record.
And the pass to Campbell. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And the Thunder making a change here. Robertson's checked in. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Close game. He nails every free throw. He's showing a lot of confidence.
And then Durant with the dunk.
When you need a big bucket, you were looking for Durant every chance you get. He has delivered so many times in that situation.
Oladipo, the pass to Westbrook. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Curry. Feeds it to Pachulia. Back to Thompson. Durant, wide open, he fires. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Durant's got 10 points in the quarter.
Living for the big moment. His composure in the clutch is phenomenal.
Westbrook against Curry. Cantor, and it's blocked. The Warriors are going 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. The shot by Curry, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th of 9. Westbrook kicks to Cantor. No good on that one.
When he gets it that close to the basket, usually it's a sure flush, but the defense stepped up and stopped him cold in his tracks.
That was massive.
Huge play there. You gotta love this game.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. 43 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Alder.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Fellas?
For 3, Westbrook. Good! And that was an enormous three-pointer.
You can't let him get in the rhythm from out there. He's too good of a shooter.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Here is Durant. On the inbound. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. It's Oladipo on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Roberson. Knocks down the three.
And they do have a foul to give.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 3. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And you know what? You've got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
Oh, you're exactly right. But with time remaining, if they get a clean look from distance, I think they have to take it.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
He just lost where he was on the court. It ended up out of bounds there.
.19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
That's a great effort at the line, making it a 2-possession game.
Timeout called the Warriors. They trail by 5. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And a quick bucket and a foul is really the only option at this point.
You're right, Greg, and just as important, they need to talk about who they want to foul. Plenty of things to consider here.
It's stolen, and now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Andre Roberson.
Two shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Durant kicks to Pachulia. And there's the feed to Durant. Looking to end the run. And they will call over the back on the play.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Russell. Congrats on the win. How are you guys able to stay in front down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. And we did a good job in all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Great effort at both ends, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports Post-Game Show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook. Let's get your opinion, Shaq.
Well, I'll tell you, Russell Westbrook is a take-charge, aggressive player, and he didn't hold anything back. Baby bull, that's what I'm calling him. Whether scoring, passing, rebounding, it doesn't matter. He's the man for the job, and he did the job perfectively tonight. Great performance.
He had the scorer's mentality tonight. Yeah, I think his coach knew it. His teammates knew it, and the fans even knew it. More than once, they gave him the rock and just simply got out of his way. Obviously, it worked for them tonight.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.